Hey guys, it's Coach Fro from RocioFlores.com, and today's topic is how to make videos when you don't wanna. Okay, so I didn't want to make this video because I broke my wrist and I just don't feel like it. I'm feeling really tired and it takes a lot of work and a lot of energy to try and do these things. But I thought that I should put out videos anyways. I think that it matters to still talk to you guys and put out information for you guys. And I thought it was a good week to talk about videos in general because I haven't, and I think they are really important part of marketing, and I think that they can do wonders for your marketing. But I know how freaking hard it is. Like, it is hard to get in front of a camera. It is something that you don't generally want to do unless you just do it, and it sucks. I'm gonna be honest. Some people love the camera and they're just like naturally into it, but even those people, like, I think there's gotta be like that feeling right before you get started. Like, it's scary to get yourself into such a vulnerable position and to then put it out for the world, right? And so I want to give you guys some things to think about on how to get started to do videos when you don't want to do it but you want to do it. So before I get started, I do want to ask you guys to make sure that you get subscribed to my monthly newsletter. On there I do all of the posts that I've done throughout the month, and then a little bit about what's going on in my life and how that relates back to your life. So this month should be a little bit interesting because everything's a little bit harder this month. So we'll see what I share with you guys, but I also share a bunch of freebies, so make sure you get on there, okay? And so I'm just gonna give you guys 5 things to think about, and then it's your choice whether or not you want to do it. Because here's the thing, I got told a lot to do videos, right? So I had the idea to do the videos because I started watching YouTube and seeing all these people, and I was like I used to watch Matthew Santoro, and I was like, oh my god, this is so cool. How are these people living this life? And then I got into coaching, and then I started the whole business thing, and then I realized that the video could work into that. But I did try to start videos before then. I didn't know what I was gonna say, but I just started like, hi, my name is Rocio, and then I hated it. I was like, I look horrible, and I had my phone like this, and it's just, I hated it. I didn't like my voice. I didn't like how I looked. I hated it, and I gave up on it real quick. So I didn't go back to it. And then when I started marketing and I started to learn different people, they're doing their videos and talking about how important it is to do videos, and I was like, I have to do this, and I don't wanna. And so one of the people that I follow said to do like a video challenge. You just do a video a day. So I did like a mini video where I was like, okay, I'm gonna try to do this, and I look all scared, and I was freaking scared because it's scary to put yourself out there. Like, it's really scary. And first and foremost, people might see it, like the hope is that people see it, but like, you don't want like certain people to see it because like your family, they know what you sound like, they know how you talk. And so when you get on the camera and you're like, hi, my name is, and you sound like somebody else, people notice. It's scary. So I think it's a really scary thing to do, but I think that it is important to do it. And if you want to be able to do it, I think you should do it. And so how do you get yourself to do it? So I'm going to ask you some questions because I think first and foremost, I want you to get down to the deep root of the purpose for doing it rather than doing it because other people tell you that you should. Because I think when you're doing it just to do it because somebody told you to do it, it's going to be really hard. But once you understand what the purpose is, and that the purpose is so much greater than how you feel, you'll be able to push past that. So the first question I want to ask you is, what do you have to say? Obviously, the videos are for something, right? Like, you either, let's say you're doing health videos, and so you're sharing your journey. Let's say you're doing personal development, and so you want to share about your growth. Or you're doing marketing, and you want to talk about your products, or you want to talk about, something that you've learned. Okay, do you have something to say? And are you giving something for people to learn, or to entertain them, or to give them some sort of inspiration or motivation? Have something to say. I think if you have something to say, it'll really help you with not caring so much how you look or how you sound or how it'll come off, because you know that what you have to say is so much more important than those things. And that will make such a huge difference with the entirety of the video, because people will be listening to what you're saying, not to what you look like, not to how you sound, not to what your hair's doing, not to whether or not you sound like yourself or not, or if you sound fake or whatever, because they care first and foremost about what you're saying. So do you have something to say? What is it? And can you get it out? And I'm a big believer that the quality of your content should come before the quantity of it. So while some people might be like, just get a video out there and just say anything. Yeah, you could do a bunch of vlogs that say nothing. And if you have a great following and people really care about what's going on in your life, yeah, they're going to listen to you. But if you don't, why would anybody watch it? Focus on saying something that matters. Focus on putting out information that's going to help somebody, right? And so if you have to take notes, I put notes on my computer screen because normally I do sticky notes, but I can't write right now. So that way I can just kind of look over and be like, this is what I'm trying to say. Stick to that. It may help you to maybe, like, this is why it's good to do, reading and personal development and training and talking to other people who know what they're doing, because then you could just teach what they're saying. Invest, learn, teach. Invest in something for yourself, some personal growth, something business training, health training, anything, and then learn it well and then teach it to somebody else. So that's where you could put into your videos. It's a great strategy and it's really helpful. So what do you have to say? Second question, why do you want to say it? That will hit you deep. If you are somebody who's just trying to make money, if you're just trying to run a scheme, if you're being told that you got to do this in order to be part of whatever training or group or whatever it is that you're doing because it's part of your marketing or part of your network marketing company, your MLM, or whatever affiliate company you're with, if you're doing it for a challenge, there's a lot of reasons why you won't feel right doing that video. And at the deep down root of it, if you are faking it but not having any kind of a backup to really back up what you're saying and what you care about, it won't come out genuine. You won't like it. It will be a unpleasant experience. I know when I first started with one of my companies, they had me do why videos. So like a video where I was talking about why I wanted to do this and why I wanted to join. And back then, it's very, very focused to that company. So it wasn't like, what is it, your why of your life, right? I didn't feel like I had the freedom to say what I really wanted to say. And I was trying so hard to focus it on it was one of my first videos on YouTube too, like trying to focus on why I was doing the specific thing. And I didn't know what to say. Like, I felt really lost. Like, I knew why I had chosen that, but it was just a part of the bigger puzzle, and I didn't feel right, and I was all shy, and I didn't like it. And then I had to do other little videos like that, and the topic didn't resonate with me. What I was trying to say didn't resonate with me, and I think it showed. I wasn't genuine. It wasn't what I didn't feel right. When we did a challenge, and it was really cool because we had to do a challenge for, it was my clean eating challenge, I believe. It was my first challenge that I did on my own, and I could have just used the videos that had already been given to me by other trainers, but I had been taught by marketing, in my marketing courses, to make my own videos and put my own information out there, right? And so I was like, this is something I'm okay with, because I want to say things that aren't being said in these other videos. Like, I have things that I want to teach, that I want people to know about this, that I want to make sure doesn't get said in this way. So once I did the video, I didn't care that much how I tried to do as much as I could to make it look good, but I cared more about making sure that I put out the right information. And so then, why do you want to say it? What you're saying, why? What's the purpose behind it? Because if it doesn't feel right, it won't come out right. So focus on your why and really the deep downness of like why you're doing this, because that will power you, and it'll just come out like a conversation instead of like the, hi, my name is Rocio and I want to teach you this. Ugh. Okay. Now, third question, who are you talking to? Take any kind of marketing course, anything, and they're going to tell you that the number one thing to focus on is your marketing, is your target market, right? So who are you trying to talk to? Because not everybody you're trying to talk to, not everybody wants to freaking buy from you. And it's a huge issue with a lot of, I feel like marketing training and actual marketing there's like this big discontinuum there where like you're taught that you're supposed to do these things and it works to do these things, right? The people doing it may be doing other things. And so it's really hard to kind of be like, okay, do I follow my mentor who's doing this, or do I follow the people who are teaching me how to do this? And it can be really hard to make decisions. And so a lot of people do go out there and be like, just market to anyone. You talk to somebody, sell them. I think that doesn't work, right? Now, on marketing, you might also get taught, like, you have to niche yourself out. What is your specific niche, like the specific people that you want to talk to? I think that also does work, but at the same time, you can narrow yourself out a little bit too much if you don't have a genuine like understanding of who your niche is and who you want to talk to. So first and foremost, envision someone, and I think the biggest person that you'll be able to help is a person like you. So ask yourself, who are you? What did you need? What do you need still? And what kind of support do you wish you had gotten? And what kind of information do you wish you had gotten? And talk to that person. Imagine that that's who you're talking to. And then what you'll notice is that you'll start to see sort of like a niche market develop. You'll notice that the people who need that information will be the people who respond to it. And other people who don't won't even look at it. And that's okay, because you're not talking to them. They don't matter. I mean, they matter, but in a different sense. They don't need the information that you're saying. They don't need the words that are coming out of your mouth. And so focus on who you are talking to, who you're trying to get through to. Personally, I try to give a little more information on the skeptic side. I think that I was not like the biggest believer in a lot of things, and I don't fall easily for just anything that's being said to me. So I need a little more backup and to understand that the person who's talking to me understands both ends. I also, for example, I know that I need to understand that people are real and that it's not all perfect, because the things that people just give you the information like, you can do this, yay, and I'm like, no I can't, because that's what's in my head. And honestly, that's what's in your head. Like, so many of you are struggling with all these self-negative beliefs, and it doesn't help to be told not to have them, because they're still there, whether you want them or not, right? Now, it's a lot more helpful to know that it's possible to not live with it and let it affect you in a negative way, right? To understand that it's possible to change that, and that there's a possibility that it won't be there all the time, and that you'll be able to do it even if they are there, right? I think that makes a big difference in whether or not you believe that you can do it. So I'm telling you, I know it's hard. I know that it takes a lot of like fear busting, I don't know, courage, like braveness, but at the same time you don't feel brave and you may feel the whole time. But if you care so much about what you're doing that you just want to do it, you can do it. And I'm telling you that if you're at the deep core, you care, you're able to do it. And you're going to find the people who care to listen. So who do you want to talk to? Next question. What can you add to the conversation? There are millions, there's so many videos online. There's so many blog posts, so many Facebook posts, so many lives, so many tweets, so many experts. There's so many people already saying what you're saying. So what are you adding to the conversation that's different and that will make people care about what you're saying? Because honestly, I totally get it if you guys want to watch a Ray Higdon video over me, or you want to watch a Tony Robbins video over mine, or a Gary Vee video over mine. They have something completely different to offer to the world. And yet, those are three dudes who are like super, super famous, and they're really big at the top of their game, and all three of them offer something different. Like you can learn something different from each of them. So what are you adding to the conversation that's different from what other people add, so that people care to listen to your viewpoint, right? Hopefully you guys like my videos. Something that I think I do, a big part of what I care about is making sure that I'm giving a different perspective, and that rather than just giving you the answers, like step 1, do this, step 2, do this, I want to give you guys the framework for how to think about it. That way when you watch a different video, you know, okay, how am I gonna do this step? Because I could have made this video and be like, how to make a video you don't want to do. 1, just do it. 2, look pretty. 3, have something to say. 4, like, I could give you these steps, but it doesn't matter if you don't care. Like, it doesn't matter if you don't believe you can do it. It doesn't matter if you don't know who you're talking to. It doesn't matter if you don't have a good purpose for why you're doing it. And it doesn't matter if you don't feel like what you have to say matters. So I think it's more important to make sure that you have the right mindset and the right framework for understanding the information that you're then given in other videos, that you're then given in other blog posts, or that you take in a course. Because think about the kind of information that you get in a course, right? You read the book and you're like, okay, I got all this information, how do I freaking use it, right? And then you got these people who only tell you how to use it, but don't give you any of like the technical information that you need to actually know what the heck they're talking about. And so you need that middle ground where you just like can tackle both and not feel like you're just so lost that you can't do any of it. Because that's how I felt. Honestly, I was given all this information, like, technical, this is how you're supposed to do this is like the right information, this is the good information, right? And then you have all these people doing it, talking about how I should just know how to do it, and I couldn't. I felt so lost and so like, I can't do this, like I just can't, right? And so it came to a point where I was like, well, what do I want to do, and why did I want to do this? And I had to go back deep into like what really matters. And then I'm like, I think I could just do it. I'm just gonna go ahead and do it because I think it matters. I think I'll just do what's best or what's easiest or what's whatever, right? And now it's a lot easier, and it gets easier and easier, and it will get better and better. And now I feel like I sound like myself because I did sound really funky in the videos before. Now if my husband watches this video, I don't feel like I'm being that weird, or like he'll be like, you sound really weird. Sometimes like I think I sound too much like myself, and it's not that professional. Sorry. Okay, so now the last one's not a question. Kind of. So okay, 1, you can do it. It's perfectly possible. Millions of people are doing it now. Tons of people are making like a good amount of money doing videos. Entire businesses are being built on videos. So it is possible. It's 100% possible. You're choosing not to do it. If you're not doing it yet, you're choosing not to do it. And it's okay. Do you like your choice? It is your choice. At the end of the day, if you don't think videos are worth it, if you don't feel like you're going to be able to create that presence, if you don't feel like you're able to say what you need to say, don't do it. You don't have to do it. Like, I think that's a big issue in the marketing industry, is that you're told like videos are the thing. You have to do videos. Oh my god, if you're not doing videos, like the world's gonna end. Or you're just not committed, or you just don't care about your business, and you don't care about blah 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 blah. Look, it's your business. You get to do it however you want to do it. And some people are still walking down the street, door to door, selling Avon. There's still an Avon lady out there who doesn't believe in doing things online. There are people who are going to house meetings and doing the house parties. There are people who are doing networking meetings and meetup groups. There are people who are doing purely messenger, only talking to brand new people on their messenger. There are people who are purely, going with their family. It's your choice. At the end of the day, it is your choice. Yes, you will be affected, and the way you want to grow will be affected by your choice of marketing. It may take longer to do in other ways. It may never take off in some ways. And honestly, it may never take off in other ways. I mean, you could be putting thousands of dollars into your online marketing and not be making a dime. There are people who have spent a ton of money and not made a dime. And again, at the end of the day, I think it comes down to, what do you have to say? Who do you want to say it to? Why are you saying it? Like, why are you doing this? What are you adding to the conversation? Because it doesn't matter how much marketing you put into something if at the end of the day you have nothing to give and you have nothing to provide. So if you have something to give, you have something to provide, you have something you care about, something that you're doing, if you don't want to do a video for it, it's perfectly fine. If you're watching this video because you're, network marketing person, your upper up people told you that you have to do videos in order to be successful with network marketing, you might not have to. Like, do your thing. You don't have to listen to them. Technically, the big thing that is pushed is that you're your own boss. Be your own boss. You get to choose what you want to do. I didn't do videos for a long time. I did regular written blog posts because that's what I could do. And I actually started out with Rob Forrest's product, where he created blog posts for us, and so I was putting out those blog posts. And then I was like, I could do this. I could write my own. And then I started writing my own. And then I was like, I think it would be easier if I just do this in a video. And then I did a video. And then I just started doing videos because they were a lot easier. And now I still do written blog posts sometimes. Now I'm doing lives, and they're not scary like they used to be. Trust me, it was like terrifying. My first one, I'm like crying. And because I was like, I need to do this because I need to find my self-worth. And it's funny because it took so long to get to a point where I felt okay doing this. And so if you just don't feel right yet, don't do it. It's okay. Like, don't be so hard on yourself. Just do what you need to do. Put content out there. Put information out there. Do what you can to inspire people. Talk to people. And you will get to where you want to be. You will make changes. If at all, if all you do is change people's lives, then that's all you can do. And just focus on why you're doing it, what you're trying to do, who you're trying to affect. And it will happen. And if videos aren't in it for you, it's perfectly okay. Videos might be in it for you later. You might need to do several private videos that you don't even show to anybody. That's okay. Start that way. It's your journey. You will get to it when you need to get to it, and it will become easier as it becomes easier. Honestly, it's a choice to whether or not you want to do it or you don't want to do it, and it's your choice. So yes, you can't blame anybody like I suck at this because, you know, blah 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 blah. No, look, it's your choice. If you're not doing it, you're not doing it, and you're not going to get results from it because you're not doing it. But if you don't want to do it, just don't do it. So do you like your choice? So again, what do you have to say? Why do you want to say it? Who are you talking to? What can you add to the conversation? And do you like your choice? And I think it'll all just fall into place as you grow. Now, again, I did do another video before this one where I talked to you how to create a video that looks nice when you just can't. And so I'm focusing on like the basic technical stuff of the video rather than like the self-worth part of the video. So I hope that you watch both of these videos together. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you have a wonderful day. If you like this video, please like it, share it, comment, react, blah 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 blah. Thank you guys. Have a wonderful day, okay? Goodbye.